Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman hitting back at a blistering New York Magazine report that casts doubt on his fitness for office. And it reads in part, John Fetterman insists he is in good health, but staffers past and present say they no longer recognize the man they once knew. And here's his response to that.
Hey, it was a hit piece, a one-source hit piece, and some anonymous sources, so there's nothing new.
Why?
Well, what would you say, Senator, to people that are concerned about you and concerned about
they're not. They're actually not concerned. It's a hit piece.
And Selena Zito, nationally syndicated political reporter based in Pennsylvania, joins us now. You know him well. And I just want to show you some left-wing media headlines because they've really turned on Senator Fetterman. They used to like him. Chris Hayes said, eye-opening and unnerving look into Fetterman's world. Hassan said Fetterman should not be serving in the Senate. And Jill Filipovic, said someone with serious mental health challenges who may not be complying with a treatment plan probably shouldn't be in Congress. You know him well. Outside from what he said in terms of it's a hit piece, how do you report on it?
Well, the only thing that they don't recognize, meaning his staff, about him is that he has taken control of his narrative, something that he didn't have when he was in the initial months of recovering from his stroke. John Fetterman has always sort of been a quote unquote problem for his party, both to the far left and in the establishment. He challenged the sitting Democrat lieutenant governor and won. That didn't go over quite well. But, I just spent over 2 hours with him 4 weeks ago for a sit-down interview with him and Dave McCormick. I just saw him last week. He attended a book party at Dave McCormick's house for me, spoke impromptu, and spent a couple hours there just mingling with all different kinds of people. This has everything to do with his staff looking for redemption for having worked for him because he's not far left enough, and has nothing to do with his capabilities or competency. John Fetterman has returned to being himself, and I don't think the staff that was hired to run him in 2022 actually understood who John Fetterman was. This is who he is, and he's very competent.
He seemed pretty I don't know if maybe offended is not the right word, but he was struck by it and, hit back. I won't play another piece of sound due to time, but I'll just let me ask you, do you think he will try to change staff?
Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't you? If you have an undercurrent in your staff that is running to the press and contributing to pieces anonymously about you, I would have a clean sweep of everyone if I were him.
All right. Selena Zito, thank you so much. She is in her famous kitchen. She's going to make some apple dumplings today. And one of these days, I'm going to get up there for a real good treat. Thank you, Selena.
I'm holding you to that.
And we look forward to your book on the attempted assassination of President Trump as well. It's called Butler, and it's out this July. Thank you, Selena.
Thanks.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.